I have 15 credit cards. I'm 24 years old, and before you say anything, my credit is amazing, and I have saved thousands of dollars in flights and hotels that have allowed me to experience some places I never would have been able to experience before if it would have not have been for the world of credit cards. So most people our age were told that credit cards are dangerous. They are not to be touched, they are bad, and in some cases, that is very true. But if you use credit cards how they were intended to be used, you will not have this issue. And you will benefit way more from the credit card than not using it in the first place. And the reality is, for the people that are saying they're bad, they're dangerous, don't ever touch them, those are the people that were not properly taught in the first place how to use them, which is why they had such a bad experience with them. So today I will go over my credit card journey from the age of 18 until now. For anyone who's just starting their credit card journey, this can be great information for you. Or if you're already in the game and you're looking to get some more tips out of it, maybe you find some golden nuggets in here. Either way, I started learning at the age of 16. The game of credit cards was not learned in one day. It took years, but I loved learning about it, and I had benefited greatly from the YouTube content that was on here. So I feel pulled to either give back to the younger generation or just share some tips now that could be useful to people that are looking to benefit from the world of credit cards. So at the age of 16, I started learning about credit cards, personal finance on YouTube. And of course, I didn't fully understand it yet at all, but I knew one thing. There was a game being played, and the people that were winning were using credit cards for free flights, hotels, and getting free money back for things they were already spending in the first place. So I started watching videos obsessively. Roth IRAs, bank account bonuses, credit card rewards. I was consuming all of it, and over the years I built a system. By 24, I have 15 credit cards. And the thing that people don't realize the most is that having more credit cards when used correctly actually helps your credit score instead of hurt it. So I decided to use a 5-step strategy that allowed me to accumulate the most points to redeem for flights, hotels, free travel, all of that kind of stuff. Step 1 was start with one card to prove yourself you can pay it off in full every month. The problem that people run into with credit cards is they treat it like a credit card. The whole system of why they even have credit cards, where the banks make their money from, is credit card interest. They're banking on people to not pay off their credit cards in full and to accrue the interest from people not paying off their credit cards. But on the flip side, if you treat it like a debit card and you only spend money that you already have, you will never accrue credit card interest. So therefore, you will never pay any extra for using the credit card other than the annual fee if the card has one. If you only spend what's in your bank account, you will never ever run into an issue of having to pay interest on a credit card. So the first credit card I was able to get happened on the day that I turned 18 years old. I was waiting for it, I knew it was a possibility. I actually applied for a Capital One, I think it was the Quicksilver card, and I didn't even get accepted. It was an unsecured credit card. I hoped by some miracle that I would get accepted for it, but it didn't happen, of course not. And then I applied for a secured card, the Discover It card, which is pretty much an automatic approval. You're going to need to put down a deposit of a certain amount, and that will be your credit line that you will use for that credit card to give yourself a reputation of paying on time and building your credit so that you can apply to more cards. After doing that for 3 months, I was already built up enough credit history to go ahead and apply for another card. And the next card after that was the Apple credit card. Apple is running a special on that time, promoting their credit card heavily. And I thought, why not give it a shot? Maybe they'll approve me, maybe they won't. They ended up doing it and gave me a $1,500 credit line on that card. It was a shot in the dark. I didn't know if I would get accepted, but I did, and I lucked out. Step 2 in the strategy is pick cards with sign-up bonuses. This is where the real value is. Most premium travel credit cards will give you 60 to 100K bonus points by just signing up for the credit card and spending a certain amount within a 3-month period. I'm talking a free round trip flight to Europe for free. Just for hitting a threshold you were going to spend anyways. And the problem that people run into when seeing these bonuses is they think they have to spend more money to achieve it. But it only works if you were going to spend the money anyways. Most people nowadays, if you're working a regular 9-to-5 job, you might spend $3K a month. If you're already going to spend this money anyways, instead of distributing it between debit cards and other credit cards, you put all of the spending on one card. So you're not actually spending any more money, you're spending the same amount of money you spent last month, but except you're hitting the bonus because you're putting it all on this one new card you got. Sign-up bonuses are crucial for stacking points early on. I cannot tell you the last time I paid for a flight in full that was across the seas. These points are so valuable, and if you can actually understand how to transfer them from different airline partners, you can maximize on them even more than they already are. Step 3 is going to be stack your categories. Now, you don't put every purchase on one card. If you're trying to hit a sign-up bonuses, you may do that for the first 3 months, which is understandable. But after you are done with that and you have more cards, you can use the card that will give you the most amount of points for that purchase. Let's say 3x on dining, you would use the card that gives you 3x points on your dining purchase. 5x on travel, you'd use that card. Now you may think, oh, I have to remember every single card that gives me the certain bonus points in that category. And yes, that's true, but there is apps to use to track all of that to make it completely simple for you. Because the reality is, yes, it is easier to use one card, but you will not get the most amount of points if you just pile all of your spending into one card. Step 4, time your applications. You do not open 15 credit cards in 1 month. It won't work. You're gonna space them out typically every 3 to 6 months, depending on variables. And this would be so each hard inquiry has time to recover before the next one. And each time you apply for a new card, your score will dip a bit, but then it will bounce back, no problem. As long as you're not applying for a mortgage or a car loan in the middle of this, it's no problem. And lastly, step number 5 was keep your coldest cards open. And I will actually edit this to keep all cards open. There really should be no reason that you ever close a credit card. Now, obviously, there are case scenarios where it does happen, but in majority, you want to keep all your cards open because length of credit history matters the absolute most. Your oldest card is your most valuable card, even if you don't even use it anymore, so don't close it. For banks to approve you for higher credit limits and more access to better credit cards, they need to see history. They need to see results that you've maintained credit cards in the past for a long time ago, and that you already have access to a lot of different credit cards and available credit available. So remember thinking, no, that was the 5 steps that you use. What does this actually get you? For me, it meant being able to travel in a way that would otherwise cost me thousands and thousands of dollars that I wouldn't even been able to do in the first place. Flights, hotel upgrades, all covered by points. All from money I was already spending on gas, groceries, fuel, subscriptions. If you want me to break down the exact cards I have and why I have each one, let me know in the comments below. If you are just starting out and have no idea which credit card to get first, drop that below as well. I'm making a video on that soon. Subscribe if your parents taught you about credit cards but never taught you how to get free flights out of them. Drop a comment with how many credit cards you have right now, 0, 1, 25. I'm curious to see the audience here. Now, credit cards will not build you wealth, but if you want to maximize the access to resources that you don't have and that you could have, it is such an easy, simple thing to do if you know how to play the game. See you next time.